Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. In this video we will see how we can make the footing to the existing column. So for creating footing we have to go to tasks and we have to select structure. Then there are various options or icon are there. There is a specific footing icon. We have to click on that. So in this you have to search where we can put the footing. Okay, so this icon is for the footing, to place footing. We have to click on the place footing icon. Then we have to choose the type of footing. We can add the combined footing. Combined footing means what? If there are many various columns are there, we have to put combined footing that all column at a one time. Single footing means we can add the single footing at to the each column for a specific time. Okay, so for the single footing we have to click on the single icon. We have to maximize that. Then we have to put a slab footing, or we can use that pyre footing also, but a slab footing is a very easy method. Okay, then we have to choose a rectangular or circular. So if you want to circular footing, then you can click on the circular section. You can see the image. Or if you want a rectangular like this, so you can click on the rectangular section. Okay, so we need a rectangular footing. We can click the OK. Then here is the option, select a member. Here member is already there, so we can choose this member, or we can go by the points. Means we can give the specific point where the footing will created. Okay, if we select the member, then automatically below this member footing will be created. Okay, so we can choose any. Before that we have to give the system where this footing will be saved. So we can give the footing in the structure section. Here footing. Okay, then we select the type. Okay, by the point. I will show you how we can give the footing by the point. Okay, give the point. Then you can see the in default footing is created. Okay, we have to choose the finish icon. Then we can give the specific value to this footing. Means we can adjust the length and width and height of the footing. So I will show you how we can adjust. We have to select the footing. Then we have to select that footing. Then we can go to the property section. In properties we can give the values. I will show you how we can give. So first of all, there are two sections are there, upper and lower. You can go to relationship, you can find here. Okay, specified, unspecified showing. Okay, so first we have to give the value to the upper section. We have to click on that, double click on that. Okay, after double clicking we have to go to the occurrence and give the values here. So first we can give the values like we can give here the height. Okay, then if specifically we can give, like I give the 50 height, then I go to the apply. Okay, height will be created successfully. Then see here we have to go to the clearance section and we have to go to the user defined. Okay, then already I adjust the height. Then I give the 750 by 750 length and width to that upper section of the footing. Okay, as you see, it increases 750 by 750, and the ground height I give the 50 mm. So after that we have to change the properties of the lower bottom part of this footing. Again we have to go to the relationship, then double click on that unspecified. Then there are two options. If the yellow part, after clicking the upper part, yellow color is showing there. Okay, you can see the color it changes. Means if the yellow part is showing there, means we can change the properties of this part. The yellow part showing down means we can change the properties of this part. Okay, we have to change the properties of bottom part, so we have to double click on this unspecified. After double clicking on the unspecified, again go to the occurrence section. Now here the same slab height means below height how slab height I will give 1000, and here two icons, two sections are locks. Why? We have to slab sizing rule. We have to change that to the user default. Then this option will be released. Okay. Now upper part I give the 750 by 750. So in this time I will give the 1000 by 1000. Okay. Then we can click on the apply. Okay. Uh, Here you can see the slab length and width did not change because we first in the first section we give the clearance. So we have to change the clearance here. Okay, 750 by 750 already there. So we have to give 250 clearance and click on the apply. Now you see the section will be changed. So upper part is 750 by 750 and below part is 1000 by 1000. In this method, you can change that slab length and slab width. You can change again. As you can see, there is 1250 by 1250. Means we have to again adjust 125 by 125. How? You can see upper part is 750. Means we have to adjust 125 here and 125 here. Means we have to do the clearance. Okay, I will show you again. Okay, click on that footing section. Go to the properties. Then we have to go to the relationship. Then we have to go to this below part up. Okay, then we have to go to that section and click user defined to the clearance. Okay, clearance section is user defined already. And now see 750 already there. We if we add the 125 here and 125 here, again 125 here and 125 here, so all section will be the 1000 by 1000. So we have to click here 125. Both side the clearance should be 125 mm. If you have to apply the bottom section 1000 by 1000. Okay, now here showing the correct value. Let's see. The slab length is 1000, slab width is 1000, and slab height we can change 750, whatever you want. Okay, in this method we give the actual or correct footing to that section. So just we have to add that clearance value according to whatever you need and change the height. So the value or the properties of that bottom section will change. Okay, we have to click on the OK section. Now I can show you by measuring this is 1000 or not. Okay, by pinpoint I will show you the value. I lock here, again I click on that pinpoint. You can see this section is 1000 and this section is also 1000, and bottom section we give the value 750. Okay, so in whatever we give the value, that footing will create a successfully here. So that's all in this video. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos on the SP3D software. Thank you guys.